Hi, darling. How you doing? Welcome to your June 2025 Psychic Forecast and Media Recalibration. This pick a card reading for June 2025. You'll be receiving guidance on your relationship with yourself, your relationship with others, in your love and romantic relationships, what you need to know, your career and purpose, what you need to do. Should you be moving forward or should you be focusing all your attention on what is ahead of you right now? I'll also be sharing information on how the full moon in Sagittarius and the new moon in Gemini will be affecting you. We'll close this reading with a mindful guidance and supportive tools that can help you deepen your mind, body, and soul connection to better help you align with your higher self over the month of June 2025. There are four options for you to choose from. You can decide to choose by cards or you can decide to choose by crystals. There are four decks and there are four crystals. This is deck one, the Sodalite deck. Deck two, the Fluorite deck. Deck three, the Turquoise deck. And deck four, the Amethyst deck. Okay, so for this pick card reading, there are four options. You have the opportunity to choose the deck. This is deck one, this is deck two, this is deck three, and this is deck four. You have the option to choose the deck that calls towards you. You can also decide to choose by crystals. Detailed guidance for your June 2025, your relationship with yourself, what needs to change, what the healing themes are, and how you can self reflect in the month of June 2025. In your relationship with others, where you need to build better boundaries, what you are being triggered by, and where you need to come into harmonious relationships. In your love and romance, we're going to be looking at the energetic climate around your love and romantic relationships and the guidance you need for this area. We're also going to be looking at your career and purpose. Are you being asked to redirect or are you being asked to double down, double down on what you've been doing because it's working? We're also going to look at what the full moon in Sagittarius has in store for you and also what the new moon in Gemini is bringing to your awareness. Next, we'll look at what healing support and advice do you need at this time and what tools are there to help you better align with your higher self. And lastly, how can you flow with the energy of June? What are the different interventions you need to solidify and deepen your mind, body, and spirit connection? Okay, so if this reading found its way to your feed, this is what you need to know for the month of June 2025. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask Spirit to help you make the right choice for you, to guide you into the month of June 2025. Alright, my darling, if you've chosen your deck, let's go into your reading. I'm going to be starting off with deck one. Look at the chapters in the description to skip ahead to where your reading starts from. Ciao. Hey, darling, welcome. Alright, so if you chose deck one for your June 2025 message, which is the Sodalite deck, okay, so if you choose by crystals or you choose by deck number, the Sodalite deck, deck one, here's what you need to know. So let's start off with your relationship with yourself. What do you need to know for it? What's changing in your relationship with yourself for June 2025? Alright, so you got the desert. Alright, so June 2025, you might be feeling more solitary than usual. You might be feeling a lot more alone. You might be feeling more deserted. But on the flip side, Spirit is trying to get you to realize in this month of June 2025 that the solitary loneliness, there's a wealth of opportunity behind you having space to yourself, behind you having space to your thoughts, behind you having space to let your dreams come to life. Spirit is saying this is a very deliberate time. You are not being kept apart as punishment. Rather, it is a very purposeful decision. It is a very purposeful move. You being apart at this time in June 2025, you being apart, you feeling like nobody is around you, nobody can really see you, nobody can really support you. It's very purposeful. There's also something about you using this time to deepen your awareness of yourself, coming into a deeper bond with yourself, coming to a deeper realization of who you truly are, what your emotional needs are, what you truly need from relationships, what you truly need from yourself. There's also something about this June 2025, you going through this period of being in solitary. I'm hearing solitary confinement. You might be feeling like you've been separated as punishment, but Spirit is saying, no, it's not punishment. You've been separated for purpose. This is also going to give you the opportunity to deepen your sense of security in yourself. It's going to give you the opportunity to deepen your sense of security in who you are, what you bring to the table, in what makes you you, not just in your material. Not just in your material abundance or what you can provide in a relationship, but your core essence, you appreciating what really makes you different, you appreciating what really makes you unique is going to ensure that moving into other relationships, you when you finally come out of this solitary period, when you finally partner up, when you finally reach the next stage of this audience of being seen, of your tribe, of the clients, of the business expansion, you would have built a solid foundation in your sense of security. You would have built a solid root. You'd have your roots, your connection to yourself, your connection to your truth, your connection to your divinity, your connection to your power, your connection to your emotions would have been so deeply embedded and entrenched that it will become difficult for people's projections to affect you. That it will become difficult for you to be having distorted view or distorted perceptions because of people's projections. Okay? So this June 2025, you are going to be a lot more alone than usual. Plan to spend more time alone. Plan to spend more time, and it's not about you being lonely. What I keep being told to tell you is you're in solitude for a purpose. You are being separated for a purpose. It is not punishment. It is purposeful solitary confinement. So allow yourself to lean into it so that you can explore the abundance, the wealth that is being hidden in the niches, the wealth, the riches being hidden in this solitude, the wealth, the riches being hidden in the silent places, the wealth, the riches being hidden in you being in emit mode. Okay, all right, moving on. Let's see your relationship with others in June 2025. Okay, so you got the bridge, the medallion, the ocean, the one, and gnosis. Alright, so this June 2025, there's an expansion that is going to be happening to you if you chose deck one. You're going to be able to, and it all stems from what I'm being told to tell you, like this expansion, this finding your tribe, finding your people, making the right connection, receiving the right opportunities. You're going to have all of those. But it's all going to stem from your ability to deepen your sense of security in yourself, not being moved by what is happening externally, not being moved by what the people around you are going through, not being moved by their expectations of you, but your solitary, this period, this initial period, this beginning of June 2025, you being kept apart, you feeling unseen, you feeling lonely, you feeling separated. It is what is going to be needed for you to be able to build solid, fruitful, balanced, compatible relationship with others that provides for you, nurtures you, nourishes you without it being dependent. Spirit is, yeah, someone who previously you struggled with a lot of codependence, and at this time, this separation in June 2025, you finding yourself in more separation than usual is to deepen that sense of security within yourself so that you learn how to form healthy, independent relationships with others. You learn how to form healthy, independent relationships with others. You learn how to truly see yourself. You learn how to truly nourish yourself. You learn how to truly congratulate yourself. You learn how to truly appreciate yourself and what you bring to the table. There's opportunity for you here. I'm seeing expansion, especially with regards to the work you've been doing, having more eyes on you, gaining a lot more attention, receiving a lot more congratulations, a lot more admiration, a lot of support, a lot of there's also something coming about you receiving maybe a prize money or you receiving some praises, but there's some bit of acknowledgement that is coming in. And it's interesting you have the desert and the ocean coming up for you in June 2025. You might have Pisces energy significant in your chart, but Spirit is saying basically You being separated at the beginning of the month is for you to solidify your awareness of yourself, your sense of security within yourself, being very deeply rooted within yourself, so that external validations will not shake you. People showing you favor, people showing you light, people applauding you, celebrating you, they are going to be surplus. They are going to be the cherry on top, but it's not going to be the main. It's not going to be the main cause. You'll be fulfilled and satiated with yourself. Then all the external accomplishments, the external validation, the external congratulations will just be the cherry on top. That is the main work you are going to be led to doing in this June 2025. Having to deepen your sense of awareness, having to deepen your sense of security within yourself. You are being positioned to become the one, to allow all your light come into unison, to basically integrate all the shadow aspects of yourself so that you can truly so acknowledge. There's just this heavy energy around you, acknowledging yourself, acknowledging what you're capable of, acknowledging what you bring to the table, acknowledging how you truly are, acknowledging yourself for what you do, knowing that nobody else can be you, knowing that nobody else can do what you do the way you do what you do. So beginning of June 2025 finds you being more in solitary confinement. It's interesting you're making me use that word for you. You find yourself being more in solitary confinement. So enjoy it, appreciate it, because the latter part of June is going to be a lot more busy. You're going to be in front of a lot more eyes, a lot more audience, a lot more clients, a lot more business, a lot more interactions and engagements and conversations and meetings. You're going to be having a lot more of this. And this incoming abundance that is going to come through this year. Yeah, what I'm saying is like at the later part of June 2025, you are going to be receiving congratulations message like, oh, you did it. We knew you could do it. We know we can see what you're capable of now. We would like to applaud you, we would like to congratulate you, we would like to recommend you for something, we would like to recommend you for a prize, for a gift, for an honor, we would like to celebrate you. And with this also comes abundance. There's going to be some bit of financial abundance that is going to ease any stress you're experiencing, any financial stress you're experiencing at the beginning of June 2025 is going to be cleared away towards the later part of June 2025, because all the abundance, this your worries, this is about financial, not having enough financially, not this financial worry you're experiencing also in June 2025, thinking that, oh, nobody's clients are not coming your way, you're not receiving the offer, you're not receiving the raise, the promotion, all of this, the light, like the last work you need to do on yourself before you can receive this abundance is for you to deepen your sense of security within yourself, so that external things, there's something about you needing to work on your sense of security, not being capped to external measures, not being capped to material resources, not tying your sense of security to how much is in your bank account, how many followers you have, how many clients are on your wait list, what you are earning in your workplace, what you have in your investment portfolio. That's what the beginning part of June 2025 is for. The later part, once you do this work of deepening your sense of security, the later part of June 2025 finds you flowing in the abundance, fecundity. That's what I keep hearing, fecundity, fertile fecundity. And it feels like the floodgates are going to be opened, and all the abundance you've been wanting and wishing is finally all coming your way. But why it's not coming at the beginning of 2025? Because there's still work for you to do to solidify your sense of self, to embrace the fact that you are the one, to see yourself in all your true light. Once you see yourself in all your true light, once you accept yourself, your authentic expression, once you accept yourself fully, you integrate your darkness, you integrate your lights, you integrate your shadows, you integrate your triggers, you integrate your trauma, you integrate the parts of you you try to keep hidden, you integrate your difference, you integrate your uniqueness. There's a new project you're going to be working on at the end of June 2025 that is going to, at the later part of June 2025, from mid June, you're going to start receiving the success and awards and recognition and money, more abundance is going to be flowing into, which is going to give you the comfort to launch this new creative idea. And not just the material comfort, but there's also the emotional comfort, because now you're more solidly entrenched in who you are. You are now clearer about who you are. So you are going to be moving forward with starting this new project with a lot more confidence. And because you're going to be starting off with a lot more confidence, it's going to take up a lot. It's going to take off a lot faster. This project, you are debating, should you start now? Should you start now? No. Start towards the end of June 2025. Then you would have done all the inner work to fully give it the platform, the push, the initiating energy to take off with the right, because it's not just taking off with the right material resources, but now it's taking off with the right emotional resources, the right mindset. Basically, that's what this June 25 is here to fix your mindset. All right, let's move on. What can you expect in your love and romance for June 2025? What's the energetic climate and what guidance do you need around love and romance in June 2025? Ooh, did you see that? You got the keys, the nectar. Okay, let's move this a bit upward. Okay, so you got the keys, the nectar, the orphan, the animal, and the keys. Okay, there's some sweetness here. Sweet kisses, especially. You guys also be prepare your flower verses. You're going to be receiving your flowers, basically. You're receiving flowers, you're going to be receiving bouquets of flowers. People give you your flowers, physical flowers, digital flowers, verbal flowers. But there's sweetness in your love and romantic relationships for June 2025. You might have felt like you were not seen. You might have felt unsupported. You might feel a lot more, which is still part of this the desert, this solitary period, this period of introspection that is not being forced on you, but it's what you need. So don't run away from it. But in your love and romance, expect a lot more sweetness, expect a lot more beauty, expect a lot more support. There's also something I'm picking up about your animalistic tendencies. Allow yourself to be as passionate as you want, allow yourself to be as sensual as you want. And also, when you feel the urge to disappear, don't think that your partner is not going to understand you. They understand you instinctively. So there's something about this June 2025 that's also going to give you a lot more assurance in your partner. It's going to give you a lot more assurance in your partnership, because there's this energy of trust that needs to be deepened. And the trust cannot be deepened in your relationship if you don't deepen the trust within yourself first. So this June 2025, you're going to be working a lot on deepening your trust within yourself, and this then translates into your relationship, because once your trust is deep in yourself, then all the worries and the doubts you have around your relationship, around your partner understanding you, around your partner showing up for you, around your partner supporting you, all of this is going to be moved away. There's also a very sweet kiss coming in towards the end of June. There's a very period of, what I'm picking up is this trying energy. Once you fully see yourself as who you are, it's going to kick off a lot of new beginnings in your life. It's going to kick off a lot of new beginnings for you creatively. It's also going to kick off a new beginning in your relationship. For some of you, this is deepened intimacy. Maybe yourself and your partner coming into having deeper physical intimacy, sharing more intimate moments. For others of you, this is you guys deciding to also start a family together. There's just something about your relationship being solidified at the end, because you are now the next version of yourself. You are now the higher version of yourself. Okay? And this higher version of yourself, you are very sure of yourself. You are very passionate. You're very resourceful. You're not waiting for someone to do something for you. You go ahead and do what you need to do, which is what is needed to step into the next level in your relationship. So, for your relationship, you guys also, I'm also being told, try to drink some rose juice, rose tea. Work a lot with rose in this month of June 2025. It's going to help you feel nourished within yourself. It's going to nourish your roots within yourself without you feeling like you have to depend on someone. There's that energy again of you healing from codependencies. And the healing journey is never, it's not like you suddenly reach a finish point. No, it's just that it gets easier and easier. The work you need to do gets easier. So this June 2025, there's a lot of focus on you healing codependencies, you healing past codependent behaviors, and learning how to stand fully on your own 2 feet, being independent, not being alone. There's a partner in here who's going to give you this sweet kiss, but spirit is trying to get the relationship to one whereby you are both independent and you're still interdependent, but you are not codependent. Nobody is. You are not in a symbiotic relationship or a parasitic relationship. No, this is you not needing your partner's emotional regulation to regulate your own emotions. No, this is you regulating your own emotions, providing for yourself, and your partner being able to pour into you, not because your cup is empty, but because your cup is full. Okay? All right, let's move on. Let's see. What can you expect in career and purpose? The medallion, the fault line. You're finally healing the fault line in your career and purpose. What has been stopping you from receiving more, from earning more, from calling in the clients, from receiving the accolades, from receiving the celebration, from receiving the external merits? You're going to be healing that in this June 2025. The fault line has really been around you, submitting yourself, trying to limit yourself to external validation, how people see you. You've been playing in the role of, or if they see me, maybe let me do what they can acknowledge me for. Let me do what is normal. Let me do what everybody likes. That's the fault line you're healing. That's the fault line you're healing that is stopping you from, that's been stopping you from manifesting this abundance that's been waiting for you. That's your name on it. That's been stopping you from receiving this medallion. I just keep on getting, there's this energy of celebration, like an award ceremony, that you'll be giving like special awards, special recognition, special celebration. What has been stopping you from receiving these awards and this abundance all the while has been and it's not like you've been working on it, you've been conscious of this need for external validation, but it's like there are still deeper parts you've not addressed, and that is what you're going to be addressing in June 2025. Once you heal the fault line, your medallion is going to be presented to you, the accolades, but now the accolades are coming in, but they are just, as I said, they're the cherry on top. They are not what is fully in your cup. Your cup is already filled by yourself. Your sense of achievement, your inner sense is your inner sense of achievement, your sense of fulfillment, your sense of free creativity, creative freedom, creative expression is what is going to fill your cup. So that when others see what you can do, when they acknowledge you, when they celebrate you, when they like you, when they subscribe to you, when they pay you, when they sign up to your memberships or your community, or they join your client list, or they want to work with you or your company, the clients are saying, no, we only want to work with you, or you receive this increased job benefit. It's only just going to come in as, okay, extra toppings, the cherry on the top, because you're already filled up. Okay. All right, let's see. What can you expect for the full moon and new moon in June 2025? What can you expect from the new moon in Gemini in June 2025? Try to work a lot more with water. Try to work a lot more with water in this June 2025 under the new moon. Do a lot more water rituals. Speak into water, bathe more, just hydrate a lot more as well. All right, so this new moon is bringing higher powers. Higher powers are going to take it. Higher powers are going to be more, a lot more things are going to be out of your hands, and you need to surrender to higher powers. You need to surrender to your intuition. You might also be feeling more bloated than usual, which is interesting because it's a new moon and not a full moon. But you're going to be feeling the energies of the cycle. So allow yourself to slow down as much as possible. Don't try to rush ahead. Don't try to be don't try to meet an imaginary deadline, because it's imaginary, because you're the one setting it for yourself. Spirit is only spirit that knows when is the best time and the right time. But the deadline you set for yourself is imaginary, so don't try to force yourself to meet that. Again, you've got abundance. Okay, so higher powers, slow it down. This time is with this new moon. As I said, I didn't even say this. This new moon is going to feel like a full moon for you. So you might be feeling bloated, you might be feeling more sluggish than usual, you might be feeling slower than usual. Also, be careful of being too emotionally abrasive. Be careful of being too, because your emotions, because you are going to be feeling full. So don't be too cranky. Try to caution yourself, understand when you are being reactive instead of being responsive. Understand when you are being triggered. Okay, there are changes coming up for you under this new moon in Gemini for this June 2025. These changes are going to lead you to the abundance. You're going to need to do work. As I said, towards the end of June, you're going to be needing to do the work. But at this time, the work you need to do is for you to take responsibility for how you show up in your relationships. Take responsibility for how you show up in your relationships. And now this has been blocking you from manifesting the abundance you want to call into your life. There are changes here for you. This new moon is going to be giving you the opportunity to change the way you show up in your relationships. Not just in your relationship with your partner, not just in your relationship with your work, but also your relationship with yourself, your relationship with security, your relationship with abundance, where you've been hoarding, where you've been struggling to release, where you've been mising, where you've been economizing. It's time for you to now trust that there's more, there's more. You have more, you are worth more than what you're trying to manage. This is time for you to change. There's just this heavy emphasis on your root chakra, so try to do a lot more root chakra meditation to balance out your root chakra in the month of June 2025. Where you've been struggling with security issues, with safety, with abundance, with your safety being restricted to your material abundance. It's time for you to change all of those. There's also the energy of forgiveness where you're going to be needing to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for how you showed up in past relationships, especially where you allowed people to mistreat you because you were codependent on them to provide for you or to meet your emotional needs. You are healing all of those. So when those feelings come up under the new moon, allow yourself, don't be triggered by it. Allow yourself to see it for what it is, as okay, this is a reminder of what I need to heal to be able to move forward into my new life and the abundance that is opening up for me. Okay. All right. What can you expect? Although I'm being told that this is the energy for the full moon, or let's say full moon, any extra things. Okay. So the full moon, you got mystery and cleansing. So as I said, try to do a lot more work with water under this June 2025. Bathe more often, drink more often, cleanse with a lot more water. Try to put your hands in water frequently. There's this energy of you having to realize that let water cleanse you, let water take out the energies from your aura that you've outgrown. Let water help you to move through the different phases. You guys, you are changing, so allow yourself to move through. Again, I'm being pulled to the ocean here. You might have Pisces placement significant in your chart. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Where every Pisces energy, Pisces, then maybe Cancer. Okay. So you need to allow yourself to move through. You need to allow yourself to experience. You need to allow yourself to evolve. You need to allow yourself to change. You need to allow yourself to release. You need to allow yourself to be free, to now experience a different version of you, to be free to experience a different life, to have a different experience in relationships, in work, in abundance, in material support, having choosing to have a different experience by showing up differently. Okay, but there's mystery as I was being told before the cards popped out. This is basically your energy for the new moon and the full moon. So you are going to be needing to forgive yourself. As I said, don't try to do too much. Under the new moon and full moon, make sure you slow down a lot. Don't try to keep to an imaginary deadline. Okay? And do a lot more work with Eucalyptus is also going to be very supportive and very healing for you at this time in June 2025. All right, let's see what healing guidance and tools you need right now. What healing mudra can you work with in June 2025? Thank you. Okay. So you got decision. I choose well. Equanimity. Smile. And moderation. No, no, no. So let's see. So decision. I choose well. Trust your ability to make the right choices for yourself in this June 2025. Make the mudra every time you're confronted with a decision that helps. I mean, what I'm just saying is like you guys will be at the edge. You see your old choices presented to you, your old behaviors presented to you. And on the flip side, you see the opportunity to choose different, to show up different, to have a different experience. Every time you come across those decisions, make this mudra to help you to ground and to be able to make the right decision for yourself that leads you into your new life. Instead of feeling indecisive or feeling overwhelmed by the decisions you need to make that take you forward, instead of feeling paralyzed with fear, allow yourself to choose new life, because these new decisions, you moving into a more independent life, you choosing to have a more independent experience is different, it's foreign to you. This is not something you're used to. So it's going to feel strange at first. It might feel very difficult, it might feel very heavy or overwhelmed. You may be feeling overwhelmed to make these decisions, but trust yourself at this time. Okay, so this is dedicated to the great snake goddess. This is the Naga Mudra. It symbolizes supernatural wisdom, again, higher power confirmation, wisdom, cunning, and potency. It resolves emotional and mental tension. It is important to always aim for clear-cut decisions, however difficult that may appear. Keep the mudra formed for a few seconds in front of your forehead and then in front of your chest. Observe your breathing and try to achieve inner tranquility. Every decision taken truly from within is the right one. Often the paths to a decision are tortuous and difficult, and you can rely on the support of higher powers again, and it will turn out for the good. I decide with a clear head and a benevolent heart. Let's see. You also got equanimity. Smile. Smile. This is Shakini Mudra. It is dedicated to the goddess of the truth chakra. It loosens tension in the neck, the jaw, the head, and promotes communication between the head, earth, and belly. Lay your hands on the back of your neck. Press gently with your fingers. Raise your chin and then stroke your neck towards the front at least 8 times. Then form the mudra, letting your lower jaw hang loosely. Each time you breathe out, say la 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 slowly. Do your heart and belly agree with the daily decisions again, which your head makes? And what about the big important ones? Do you demand from yourself and others too much or too little, or something that really isn't yours? My heart knows what is good for me. This is the basis of my actions. And then lastly, you got moderation. No, no, no. Again, the decision is knowing what to choose, what to walk away from. You're moving into a new life. You're clearing the fault line in how you've showed up in your relationships, in your work. Allow yourself to cross this divide. Allow yourself to choose the new. Allow yourself to experience the new. This is the digestion mudra. It helps against the winds and the bloated feeling that comes from what did I tell you about trying to push through against imaginary deadline? Or also from pressure of appointment or deadlines. Every kind of immoderation is like an inflation of demands or time pressure. Very often, a simple no or not me, not like that, not yet, can do a lot to ease the situation and even resolve it together. So at the beginning of June 2025, when Spirit is telling you not yet, don't try to push forward. Accept the guidance you are given to stay, to rest, to be in solitude, so that you can heal the unresolved trauma around being in codependent relationships. And this started from when you were in childhood, when you felt like your parents needed to validate what you were doing, or if they didn't validate it, then it was not worthy of you committing to. It's time for you to heal with that. Okay? And understand you're the first person to accept yourself. What you choose to do, it is what you need to do. Even if others don't see it, even if they don't understand it, even if they don't appreciate that now, even if they don't appreciate it immediately, as long as it is what you choose to do, it is the right thing for you to do. Okay? That's going to help you release any need for people seeing you, people applauding you, people acknowledging what you do, people supporting you, so that you can stand on your own 2 feet and be happy with your decisions, irrespective of how others perceive or receive it. All right, um, so the affirmation: I try to find the right balance in all things by concentrating on what is really important. What is really important? That's what you need to accept responsibility for. That's what you need to focus on in June 2025. So these changes are here for you. Allow yourself to move into your new life. Allow yourself to accept responsibility for your happiness. Allow yourself to accept responsibility for your well being. Allow yourself to experience what it means to be free, to be happy, to be loved, to be supported, without having restrictions on how the support comes to you, without having restrictions on how you are experienced, without having restrictions on how others see you, or if they truly see you, or if they applaud you. Leave all of those and focus on what fills you up with joy, what helps you to express the brightest and most brilliant version of yourself. Okay? Alright, my darling. So if you choose that one, that's what you need to know for your June 2025. Let me know how this video resonated for you. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear back from you. Okay, like this video if it resonated for you. And if you're new here, do subscribe so that you can always catch new videos from me. I love you. See you. Alright, darling. How you doing? So if you chose deck 2, if you chose by Crystal, the Fluorite deck, or if you chose by deck 2, the Income deck, here's what you need to know for June 2025. Alright, darling. So let's start off with what do you need to know in your relationship with yourself? What guidance you need for your relationship with yourself? Take a laughter. You need a good laugh. Ah, this June 2025, you're being guided to laugh, 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 laugh out loud, laugh often, laugh gaily, laugh joyfully, laugh boisterously. Don't allow yourself to hold back your laughter. You need to also release stress. Watching a lot of comedies. Yeah, also, as I'm saying, in June 2025, you're going to be laughing a lot. So don't hold your laughter back. You're going to be laughing a lot. There's a lot of joy, there's a lot of optimism, there's a lot of freshness, there's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of peace, there's a lot of satiety. I'm picking up for you a lot of satisfaction. I'm picking up for you in this month of June 2025. You're going to be needing to laugh a lot and laugh very loud. You need a good laugh. So don't hold yourself back from laughing as loud as you can. You're also going to be seeing geese and ghosts. For some of you, I'm seeing like three geese, three geese in particular. Okay, so watch all the comedy movies, watch comedy shows, go for comedy shows. Allow yourself to just relax. You just need to release the stress, release the tension, and allow the laughter to bubble up from within you and express itself. Okay, so there's a lot of laughter for you. I love this. I love the way you're reading has started for June 2025. All right, let's see. What do you need to know in your relationship with others? Is there any boundaries you need to put in place or anything that is going to be triggering you? There are also communication. You're going to receive. It's what I'm also getting is this energy of pent up release, pent up relief. Like there's something you've been stressing over that is going to finally come in June 2025, and it's just going to make you realize like, oh, you've been stressing for the wrong thing all along, and you just need like you'd even be regretting the amount of time you spent stressing instead of you to have just been laid back as your higher self was telling you to be laid back. No, instead of you to have been laid back, you were stressing over it. So when it comes in, you'd be like, oh my goodness, I should have allowed myself to laugh as often. All right, let's go on. A relationship with others. Okay, so you got forgive. It's time to let go of anger and blame, and love heals fear. Oh, this is so cute. All right, so in your relationship with others, you're being guided to forgive. It's time to let go of anger or blame. Anyone who upset you, anyone who hurt you, anyone who annoyed you, anyone who betrayed you, understand that they were doing it from a blinded spot. They were doing it from a blind spot. If they knew better, they would have done better. If they knew better, they would have decided better. If they knew better, they would have moved differently. They would have moved better. They wouldn't have said what they said and how they said it. Love heals fears. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. There's something about you acknowledging how you've been hurt, and that's also where this energy of laughter is coming in, because you're just going to be needing to laugh off a lot of things, because a lot of things you're holding on to this June 2025 is going to show you a different side of it. And while it's going to bring relief, you're also going to see the ludicrousness of the situation. That's what I'm picking. Like, you will see how persons who betrayed you in the past. That energy is very heavy of persons who betrayed you in the past. Maybe persons who betrayed your trust, persons who betrayed your trust in them, persons who took you for granted, persons who hurt you, persons who were mean to you, persons who bullied you, not just in terms of physical bullying, but almost like emotional bullying, persons who try to take advantage of you. How the tables have turned and the way the stories will come out. What I'm saying for a lot for you for this June 2025, you are going to be kind of like be seeing a culmination. There's something about chapters closing out, chapters in your relationship with persons, especially persons who didn't have good intentions towards you, persons whose intentions were to hurt you, persons whose intentions were to harm you, persons whose intentions were to traumatize you. You're going to be seeing how the chapter is closing for them. You're almost going to be seeing how they are being paid back by karma, and that's going to fill you with a lot of laughter. You're just going to, because it's going to be so ridiculous, because you almost be like, when you see how it plays out for them, you'll be laughing, but your laughter is also going to be from, I'm picking up this pregnant energy of you, be like, oh, if only they knew not to have messed with you like that. If only they knew not to have crushed you like that. So yeah, you'll be laughing it off a lot. But there's also a part of you that you would be wishing like you could have taught the person differently, not responded differently or reacted differently. You're just seeing how this person's, how their angle was very, how their perceptions, their perspective was very, very false and very wrong. And you wish you could have taught them, you wish you could have schooled them actually. But as all of this is happening, you're being guided. So allow yourself to release, allow yourself to forgive, allow yourself to move away from the past, allow yourself to release the anger, the hurt, the upset, the trauma, the triggers, the guilt, the fear, so that you can move forward. The spirit is also saying this situation you went through, these ways in which your boundaries were crossed, it was also like a learning for you and a lesson in two ways: for you to learn to not trust so easily, for you to learn to not take some things for granted, for you to learn to also value yourself, for you to learn to protect yourself better, for you to learn to be more discerning with yourself and who you allowed into your energetic field. And then on the flip side, the lesson, that was the learning. The lesson is so that you can also teach people how to stand up for themselves, so that you can also teach people how to stand up for their truth, so that you can also teach people how to stand up for their lights. There's something about this experience that's coming in that you're going to be seeing as it's been a blessing in disguise. Wow. Before it comes up, before this June 2025, whenever you think about this, you're filled with a lot of anger. You blame yourself for trusting. You blame yourself for trusting this person. You blame this person for trying to take advantage of you, for trying to make a fool of you. This June 2025 is going to help you to see that it was a blessing in disguise, that you needed to go through that experience. And that experience protected you from worse trauma, it protected you from worse situations that would have had more, that would have harmed you more. Yes, these situations hindered you in a way, but Spirit was saying you also needed to go through those obstacles and those challenges. And now in June 2025, you are going to see how everything just worked out beautifully for you. Okay. So also the other part of it is the lesson is that this experience is going to help you have a story, have words of advice for persons, because you're now going to be attracting persons who are going through similar things, and you're going to be able to give them the advice like, oh, don't do it this way. Why don't you look at it this way? So it has just basically empowered you and it has made you wiser. All right, so love your fear and allow yourself to forgive in this June 2025. Allow yourself to move forward. Allow yourself to let go of anger. Allow yourself to let go of blame. Allow yourself to let go of guilt. Allow yourself to move out of this cycle with this person who betrayed your trust and just let it go. Release and laugh it off. Okay? Release and laugh it off. All right, let's move on. So what do you need to know about your love and romance for June 2025? Okay, so you got to listen to your true feelings and practice. Your reading is very cute. I don't know why, it's just making me chuckle. It's very cute, very sweet, very innocent energy. That's what I'm picking up for you, deck two. All right, so in this June 2025, we are being guided to listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. And then you also got practice. The best way to practice, to be good at a skill, is to practice, practice, practice until you get it right. Now, the first thing I'm being told to guide you to is just listen to your true feelings. This June 2025, you are going to be needing to be very discerning and being very clear with yourself about what you want in relationships, what you want to experience in romantic relationships, especially not just any relationships, romantic relationships. What do you really, really want to experience in romantic relationships? And this is going to guide how you show up in your relationships. This is going to guide the conversations you have with your partner. This is going to guide the conversations you have with your suitors, because once you allow yourself to listen to what you truly want, not what the world has told you to want, not what society has told you to want, not what your friends have or what your family expects you to have at this point in time, but rather listening to what your true feelings are, not you listening to what people are telling you how your person is. Allowing your feelings to be the true judge of your person's character, of your relationship, instead of letting your relationship be in the grasp of other people's expectations. This June 2025, you are being guided to really, really listen to your true feelings. Let it show you, let it show you what is right for you. What is right for the society is what society expects, but what is right for you could be different from that. So don't allow other people poison your mind towards your relationship. Don't allow other people kind of like set limitations for your relationship or set limits on your relationship or set basically like almost like setting standards for your relationship, because that's what society standards are. No, it's time for you to allow your true feelings, allow how you truly feel about this relationship. Let it be what guides you into moving forward, into deepening your trust, into deepening your commitment, into deepening your intimacy with your partner. There's also something about you needing to learn how to have healthy relationships, genuine relationships, equal give and take. There's something I'm being guided to tell you around the way you show up is how your partner is also going to show up. And they say one step at a time. The way you show up is how your partner is also going to show up. So if you want them to be more loving, then you be more loving. If you want them to send you good morning and good night text, then you also need to start sending them, because it's like once this person sees what you're doing, they are going to return the favor. If you want them to give you more gifts, then start giving them more gifts. If you want them to say more loving words, Start saying more loving words with them. If you want them to be more at ease with you, then you also become more at ease with them. If you want them to become more authentic with you, then you become more authentic with your person. That's what this energy of practice is here for. What you want more of your relationship, don't ask it of the other person. You show up in that light. You start doing those things. You start showing up in those ways. And your partner is going to instinctively pick up on those, and they'll start responding to your own actions. Do you understand? So this June 2025, this is not about you blame gaming or putting the blame at the feet of your partner. Like, oh, why don't you love me more? Why you no more sweet? Why don't you go on dates? You initiate those things, and your person is going to automatically pick it up. It's like in this relationship at this time, this June 2025, you are needing to take the lead, and it's because spirit is also wanting you to become a lot more freer, a lot more expressive, a lot more carefree with your desires in your relationships, trusting that your person has the boundaries to be able to accommodate and receive you through all your changes because they love you as you are, so that it's not about you trying to hold back a part of you or trying to conform to some expectations they have of you, of trying to be the perfect partner. No, allow your person to see you in all your fullness, in all your wildness, in all your authenticity, in all with all your dreams, with all your fears, with all your desires. This is going to increase the bond and the intimacy between both of you. Okay? So whatever you want more of, show up more in that way. If you want to hear more loving words, speak more loving words. If you want more loving presence and attention, show more loving presence and attention. Okay. All right, let's see what you need to know with regards to your career and purpose in June 2025. Thank you. You got healer. You have the power to help and heal others. This June 2025, you are going to be needing to step into your role of, again, see, love your spheres. You're going to be needing to step into the role of wanting to do for others without expecting anything in return. Not because you not get something in return, but being more altruistic, being more kind, being more helpful is going to move you forward in your career a lot faster than you trying to do things from a calculated or a strategic place, doing things from a very, very open, benevolent act, doing things from a very benevolent space, doing things from a very kind act, from a very kind place is going to give you faster rewards, faster returns, faster profits, faster growth than you trying to make moves based on, oh, this is going to be the most beneficial, this is going to be the most profitable move for me to make, this is going to be the most profitable thing I need to create or what I dedicate myself to. No, try to help a lot, try to help others more in just June 2025. Be more helpful. Ask, how can I help you? How can I support you? Every day, if you work in 9 to 5 or if you own your business, every day in June 2025, ask someone, how can I help you? Try to help one person. And what I'm picking up is this is going to also give you creative solutions. This is going to give you creative ideas on what you need to do to grow your business, on what to do to grow your profession, on what to do to differentiate yourself further in your career, in your company, in your business. Choosing to come from a place of wanting to help, not what can I get from you, not what can you pay me for, not what can you give me, not what can you recommend me for, commend me for, not what can you promote me for, but rather what do you need help with most? How can I help you? How can I support you at this time? How can I share my skills and gifts and abilities and talents with you so that you are able to solve this problem? What challenges are you going through? How can I solve this thing for you? What experiences have I had that I know will be beneficial or will be enlightening for you because of the challenges you are going through currently? Do you understand? Okay. Mm, let's see. I feel like giving you a tarot for your career and purpose. Let's see. Would you want to give them any clarity on how to help others in this June 2025 through their career and purpose? Yeah, also you also have healing gifts. Your words are healing, your touch is healing, your advice is very healing because you give advice, you help others, you give suggestions from a very balanced place. So do more of this in June 2025. Don't try to be more strategic or being more of, oh, what am I going to get from this? Do you understand? This June 2025, don't put yourself first, put the other person first. Don't worry, you're sorted. Don't worry, you're blessed. You're already abundant. You're already supported. You're already nourished. This is you. It's almost like Spirit wants to use you as a vessel of care, as a vessel of grace, as a vessel of kindness, as a vessel of help, as a vessel of support. So this June 2025, don't hold back from expressing. You got Lover's card, 12 cups. This is a two of cups. How can you pour into someone else? How can you nourish someone else? How can you provide for someone else? And this is not just provision in terms of material resources or material wealth. Provision in terms of how can you show up for someone else? How can you speak words of life to someone else? How can you speak words of encouragement to someone else? How can you show up for them? How can they depend on you? Not in a way that harms you. How can you, but in a way that you can easily give because your cup is overflowing. How can you bring laughter into someone's life? How can you help someone overcome the fear that keeps them from moving forward? What part of your story, what part of your life experiences can you share with others that allows them to see things in a different light? How can you heal others? You have the power to help and heal others. How can you heal others with your skills, with your talents, with your abilities? Which of their skills are they going to be relying on the most in June 2025 to help and heal others? Thank you. Alright, so you got protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career, embarking upon a career and career change. So especially look towards, especially people who have, you might be approached a lot this June 2025. You'll be seemingly approached a lot with by more people who are undergoing a career change, by more people who are having conflicts and confusion around how to move forward in their career and their purpose. Allow yourself to give them the advice you've also come to receive in time. There's also something about you yourself. You are going to be undergoing a career change, you are going to be undergoing a career transition that moves you into a place where you're able to offer more of your healing words, more of your encouraging words out. You'll be in a place where you'll be able to shine more of your light in a way that is healing and supportive. For some of you, I'm saying like you're being taken to a new company where you're going to show up differently. You're not going to be like the managers they've had before. You're not going to be like the colleagues they've had before. You'll be like a refreshing breath of fresh air. The way you speak will be different. The way you encourage, even the way you criticize, is going to be constructive. It's going to be different. So as you're moving into this new career, you're protected and supported as you change your career. Spirit has gone ahead of you and prepared a path for you. Allow yourself to move in with love, with ease, with openness of mind, trusting that what's meant for you will not pass you by, trusting that your words, you are there specifically. The people you are going to be interacting with in your business, the clients you are going to be meeting, the clients that are going to be reaching out to you in June 2025, they are the ones you've been deliberately positioned to help and to heal and to support and to provide and to nourish and to share your resources with, share your creative gifts with, share your healing abilities with. These are persons who truly need you. Also, if you work a 9 to 5, you are going to be meeting new team members that you can rely on, but that they also need you to show up in your most regulated light, to show up as your highest self. This is not about you stepping in with pride and arrogance, like, oh, I'm the new hire, I'm the new boss. Everybody bow at my feet. It's going to require you to laugh a lot more. You're going to be needing to go in to show this person that there's a different way to lead, there's a different way to guide, there's a different way to manage, there's a different way to teach, there's a different way to counsel There's a different way to coach. There's a different way to be a leader. That is what you are being guided to in June 2025. All right, my love, let's see. What can you expect for the full moon and the new moon? Okay. So for the full moon in Sagittarius, you're being guided to surrender to higher powers. Allow what spirit is trying to bring to your life. You guys are going to be laughing a lot, especially under the full moon. There's something about a completion. There's that energy I'm picking up again, like you're completing a cycle and you're moving into a new cycle. You're completing a chapter and you're moving into a new chapter. You're completing a timeline and you're moving into a new timeline. The new moon is going to feel very enchanting. It's going to feel very magical. It's going to feel like there's still this energy of past persons, past circumstances coming back into your life. Not for a do over, but almost like spirit is bringing them so that you can see the karmic punishment you're receiving or how karma has settled the score for you. And this is just going to feel very like, oh wow, that's amazing. But not from a place of hatred or vitriol, but just more of, oh wow, so spirit actually had my back all this while. Spirit actually had my back all this while. So as you're moving forward into your new workplace, into your new audience, into your new tribe, into your new community, allow yourself to know that you are supported, you are protected, you are guided, and surrender. These changes coming in for you, they are very, very much in alignment with your soul purpose and your higher self. So don't overthink it. Allow yourself to surrender to these new beginnings. This June 2025 is going to be very magical. It's going to feel very enchanting and then go happy surprising. It's going to feel very magical. Again, share when you share, everyone feels happy. It's going to feel very magical. It's going to feel very enchanting. It's going to feel very amazing, very easy. Just allow yourself to be swept up with the magic of it. Don't try to overthink in this June 2025. Don't try to, be strategic or analytical. As I said, allow yourself to go forward with a very, very open heart, open mind. Okay. All right, darling. Let's round up your reading with a mindful message. What mindful message do you need for this June 2025 to help you stay grounded and provide you? Oh, this is beautiful. You got, I am enough. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself, and the right people will come into my life. Those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. Again, I'm being pulled to you guys try to also do some bit of mirror work, do a lot more positive, but you not like it's lacking, but it's just going to be surplus if you do that in just June 2025. But there's this energy I'm picking up about you finally meeting up with the people who you're actually supposed to help. You finally being located by your tribe, you finally being located by your community, you finally being located by the people who have the specific wounds and traumas that your words, your light, your wisdom can shine upon, can shed the light upon. Do you understand? So this June 2025, it just feels very magical, very mystical. You guys are going to be seeing rainbows as well. It just feels very magical, very mystical, very synchronistic. You'll just be having a lot of, you'll be in the right place at the right time. And none of it is coincidental. It's just that you are in the right place at the right time, doing what you need to do. And where you are, wherever you are, in June 2025 is exactly where you need to be. All right, let's see. Is there any other healing support you need at this time? Thank you. So you got self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the request of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Thus, I learn to love myself. And then they're playing back to this, listen to your true feelings. Allow your true feelings to guide you into expressing what you want. Okay? Allow yourself to really laugh loud. Then you got affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and I'm respected by others. Okay. And then lastly, you got serenity. Through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. Higher powers confirmation again. Okay. So, and then in the face of fear. So, allow yourself to just step in this June. The energy I just feel for you is very innocent, very playful, very carefree, very happy, very optimistic, very buoyant. There's not much shadow work for you to do in June. The only thing you might need to work on is just don't allow yourself to be pulled back into the past of blaming others or being filled with guilt. No, see it for what it is. See that karma has always gotten your back. See that God has always supported you. See that higher powers have always protected you and you've always been provided for as you go through life. So allow yourself to just rest in that assurance that nothing that is for you is going to ever pass you by. So this June is just going to be a reminder of God's love for you. So allow yourself to just rest in it. The other thing you should work on is in your relationship with your partners. Allow yourself to show up as you truly are. Allow yourself to ask for what you want. Allow yourself to demand for what you want. Not demand from a place of arrogance, but demanding through your own humble acceptance, humble expression of your desires. And this isn't about humility from a false place, but more like, okay, I want you to be more loving towards me. So I'm going to be more loving towards me and towards you so that you can see that and you can understand and you can reciprocate that. Do you understand? I want you to give me more gifts. So I'm going to give myself more gifts and I'll give you gifts too. Because when you see love, then you can reciprocate from a place of love. Alright, so if you chose that too, if this reading resonated with you, let me know. Leave a comment behind. I'd love to read your comments, okay? And congratulations with this move in your career. For those of you that work for yourself, this is a new level you're stepping into in terms of the clients you serve, in terms of the work you do, in terms of the services you're offering. For some of you, you might be or changing your website, or there's a new platform you're being launched into that's going to put you in the front of more eyes on you, more audience, the kind of people that you were created to help with your gifts, with your services, with your products. All right, love. So if you chose like two, that's what you need to know for June 2025. Like this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. I'd love to see you some other time. Love you. All right, love. So welcome back. If you chose deck three, the turquoise deck for your June 2025 month ahead reading. Let's go into your reading, baby. All right, starting off with the let's take a look at the relationship with yourself. What do you need to know about your relationship with yourself in the month of June 2025? Woo. Family is going to be very important. You having a sense and building upon and improving your sense of family. I'm also picking up this energy of you understanding what family you fit into. This is not just about your blood family. This isn't about your blood connections. This is not just about your blood relations, but also finding a family for yourself, feeling like you're part of the family, feeling like you're part of your team, feeling like you're part of your community, not feeling like an outsider. This month of June 2025 is going to require you to work on improving your bond of familiarity with others. Work on improving your bond of feeling safe, of being accepted, of finding a home wherever you are, irrespective of if it's in a foreign place, if you are surrounded by strangers, you finding a home within yourself, number one. And then this in extension, so you finding a home with the people you have around you right now, be they blood relations, be they non-related by blood. Okay? But family is going to be very significant to you. Family is going to be needing you to pay a lot more time. Give a lot more time to your family. For those of you that have families of your own, this month of June 2025 is going to require you to give a lot more time, attention, put a lot more effort into caring for your family, into spending time with your family, into showing up for your family, being there for your family, keeping to your words. When you say, okay, guys, we're going to go for a picnic, make sure you don't change it because of work constraints or because of work inconsistencies. Let your word, the word you honor first and foremost to yourself, then to your family. And then again, that emphasis on this family, not just your blood relations, but people that take you, people that unconditionally love you, people that unconditionally accept you, people that unconditionally support you. All right, let's move on. What do you need to know about your relationship with others for June 2025? If you can, try to spend a day in the park with your family, with your chosen family. It's going to be very rewarding. It's going to be very nourishing. There's just this thing about you having that sense of, it's almost going to be like an healing, like a healing balm for you in the month of June 2025. So this June 2025 is really, really focused on your family bonds. So for a relationship with others, I'm saying here that your relationship with your partner is going to be put in the limelight, literally. That's what is going to take center stage. So personally, you need to work on building a sense of familiarity with your family, building a stronger bond, getting closer to your family. Now, in your relationship with others, your relationship with your spouse is going to be what is going to demand more time for you from you in the month of June 2025. You and your partner, you've been working on building an asset. Maybe you've been supporting them, or they've been the one working only on it, or you've been splitting the building 50-50. But this month of June 2025 finds you really, really being focused on this investment that you're working on with your partner, on building up this legacy, on building up this generational wealth for your children, for your grandchildren. There's something about both of you understanding the roles you need to play. Both of you seeing your roles, seeing your authority, understanding what you need to bring to the table, understanding your impact, understanding your role, understanding your contribution. There's something about what you need to iron out. Maybe some conversations you need to have with your partner in this June 2025 that just helps you kind of like come back to the same page. Ensure that you're both on the same page. Ensure that you are both working towards the same goals. Ensure that you still both have the same ideas. Ensure that both of you still believe in the same things. You're still working towards the same, you're still focused on building your work is still focused on building a legacy. Your work is still focused on building a foundation. Your work is still focused on building assets for your great grandchildren so that nobody is distracted. Just getting clear, having that clarifying conversation. But then the other part of it, especially like towards the later part of June 2025, you also be getting clarity and some way forward. There's something I'm saying about forward movement, progression, almost like the path opens up. There's also like in the next level in your wealth, in your family wealth, in terms of both of you, your pooled resources. Your pooled resources largely coming from your individual wealth. Okay, so there's opportunity here for both of you, you and your spouse, to grow your wealth in the month of June 2025. There's also a conversation that's going to kind of like see both of you moving into new levels in your respective career, in your respective jobs, in your respective businesses, in your respective career endeavors. That is also going to increase your ability to generate more wealth. That is also going to increase your ability to generate more wealth for yourself and for your family. Now, the last thing I'm being told to tell you with regards to your relationship with others in the month of June 2025 is you're going to have the opportunity to, for some of you, you're going to be given opportunities to work on projects. You're going to have access to investment portfolios. You'll be invited to some conversations. You'll be invited to some partnerships. You have the opportunity to listen in, to grasp the idea, to be shown the concept of what's possible. Allow yourself to just pay attention to it. This month of June 2025, your finances are wanting to grow, your finances are wanting to expand, to move you from a place of almost like you're being shifted to a place of financial freedom. But it's first of all, the first layer is on your mindset. So this June 2025 finds you kind of like having the opportunity to expand your mind when it comes to wealth, when it comes to legacy, when it comes to assets. I'm seeing some of you having the opportunity to join seminars, to join workshops, to join courses. Not like you sign up for this, but maybe you have the opportunity, or you get a free ticket, or someone just invites you, or you come across a video on YouTube that will just open your mind to another way of building your investment portfolio, that opens up your mind to another way of protecting and diversifying your assets. So be very open to this in June 2025. All right, let's move on. What can you expect in love and romance? Okay, so you've got conflict and you've got apology. Now, this June 2025, okay, so for some of you, you might be having disagreements and conflicts, misunderstanding with your spouse, misunderstandings with your spouse around how to make more, how to have more. Maybe your spouse is saying, okay, I need to work harder, I won't have less time, I will not have more time for you, or you are the one who is saying, okay, I need to work harder, I won't have more time for the family. And you just need to find a way of balancing both so that these conflicts don't run into something deeper. So that these disagreements, you are able to, the disagreements are good, welcome them, because it means that both of you, you're expressing your opinions, you're expressing your concerns, you trust each other enough, you love each other enough to be able to express your differences. But what you should be careful of is this should not now carry over. When you have those disagreements, when you have those disputes, when you have those differences, ensure that you talk it through so that it doesn't become irreconcilable. Ensure that you talk it through instead of just sweeping your partner's concerns at the table, or instead of you hiding your opinions or not wanting to express your opinion. This is going to pull you together into tighter embrace. Don't be reluctant to apologize for misconceptions. Don't be reluctant to ask for forgiveness. Don't be reluctant to want to settle a quarrel. Don't be reluctant to wave the olive branch. Don't try to hold on to, oh, I'm right, you're wrong. I know better. You're wrong. You offended me. Try to put your relationship as the most important objective, and any disputes that rise, welcome them, go through them, but don't let it last a day. Don't slip off without you coming back into amicable terms with your partner. That's going to be very essential for you in June 2025. Try to stay away from conflicts carrying over. Healthy conflict is good. It can bring you closer, but stay away from conflict that carries over to the next day, that now starts simmering, that you are not addressing, that you are just glossing over. It's going to be very important for you not to gloss over any differences. Express your opinions. Listen to your partners, listen to your colleagues. Listen to the opposite opinion, listen to the different opinion, try to see their point of view, and try to find out, like, okay, how can we settle this? How can we both arrive at a conclusion? How can we move forward from this? Don't be reluctant to apologize when you've offended. Don't be reluctant to apologize, and also be very careful when you're having this conflict and disagreement, so that you don't end up saying very hurtful words that it will be too difficult. You cannot take back those words once you've said it, and those words, even though you're saying it in the heat of passion, in the heat of the argument, they might actually hurt your partner more than you intended. So be very careful. Okay. All right, let's move on to your career and purpose. What can you expect for? You guys will be seeing 777s a lot in June 2025. And especially like when you're having this conflict and disagreement, to kind of like help you to temper and calm down and mind your temper before you blow things out of proportion. Okay? Be very careful with your words. Again, that emphasis. So this conflict, you might also be experiencing this conflict in your workplace, not just with your partner. So this month of June 2025, it will feel like people are deliberately out to get you. It might feel quite jarring. It might feel like words are being kept in your mouth, or people are trying to, trigger you, or trying to press your buttons, or making you go crazy. But first of all, look at it from the angle of spirit. What I'm hearing, what I'm being told. Okay, your ancestors are telling me now that you guys need to work a lot on self control. You need to work a lot on your volatility. You need to work a lot on your self control. You are very easy to be elicited. Your anger is very easy to elicit. So that's why they are bringing up these situations in June 2025. That's why you'll be experiencing this conflict in June 2025, so that you can learn how to better control yourself, learn how to better control your emotions, learn how to better control your temper. So it's going to feel like people are triggering you because you need to have those experiences that will teach you how to control. You cannot learn how to have self control outside of the experiences where you need to have self control. Do you understand? Okay, so as I said, you'll be saying 7 7s a lot. Now, in regards to your career and purpose, also be very careful of the anger, of misconstrued words, of conflict arising in your workplace, of disagreements with your colleagues, of them not seeing things, or both of you, your colleagues, your boss, your subordinates not seeing eye to eye, and this dissolving into personal conflict instead of keeping it professional. Try to keep it professional. Not just try, be professional all through June 2025. When something comes up at work, address it as formally, as professionally, as established, as diplomatically as you can. As I've told you already, all of these situations are arising to give you the opportunity to work on your sense of self control, so that you can better control yourself. You can better control your tongue. You can better control your emotions. You can better control your temper. Okay? So allow yourself to not get easily offended. Allow yourself to not boil into this fury. Don't get to this tipping point. Learn to walk away. When something is disturbing you, disturbing your sense of peace, learn to take a step back. Take a step back. Go for a walk before you respond to that mail. Go for a walk. Think about it. Take a break. Listen to music. Do something fun before you type out your response, before you give a response. Even in meetings, when someone says something, just put it on pause by saying, okay, let me think about that, before you blot out your immediate response of, oh, that's just the most stupid idea. Try not to do that in June 2025. I'm seeing you guys like shaking your head in meetings, and you're just looking at the person like, how could you have thought about something so insensible or insensible? Okay, so allow yourself to, you might also need to try to pay some attention to, if you can, book an appointment with the ophthalmologist or optician. You need to get your eyes checked. But aside from your anatomical eyes, you're also needing at this time to learn to have a different, learn to have a different perspective, learn to see things from a different perspective, learn to release misconceptions, have, try to have an open mind. Even in this conflict with your colleagues, even when they are pushing into anger and fury, try to see it like, this person is misunderstanding me. This conflict is arising simply because we are not able to understand each other. Try to see it from that point instead of you seeing it from, oh, this person is deliberately trying to goad me into anger, or trying to get me to be violent, or trying to get me to be angry. Try to see it from a different perspective instead of saying, oh, this person is stupid. How did you even get this job? Oh, you don't even know anything. Try to see it like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to teach, and not for teaching from a place of superiority, but this is an opportunity for this person to learn. This is not because you know any better, it's just that you know you're in a position to help the other person to see things from a different perspective. Just as you're also in a position to help to see things from a different perspective. If you handle this conflict with care, if you handle these grievances with care, You're going to find yourself winning these persons over to your side, and they become loyal allies. They become loyal supporters of your cause. You basically, so as I told you, it's your ancestors, especially. They're like, you need to deal with this. This is something you really need to deal with. How to learning to have self control. Once you are able to not respond the way you would, you are going to turn these persons who are always trying to pick on you, trying to pick through your words, trying to break apart your suggestions. You are going to turn them from foes to friends. You are going to turn them from enemies to allies. But you have to allow yourself to go through. So, how do you turn them from foes to allies? By exercising self control, cautioning yourself, take a step back, try to see things from their own perspective, even if your brain is immediately telling you, oh, no, 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 that's just a very stupid suggestion. No, try to see things from their own perspective and see what could be right, what could be absorbed into your idea, what you could introduce into your concept, and see what they're actually trying to bring to your notice. But there's something about you, if you are able to exercise this self control, you realize that you can have them as very dependable, very trustworthy, very compatible allies that are going to further your cause in your work. These are going to be compatible partners you will then get on to grow this, who are going to introduce you to these new opportunities to grow your wealth, to expand your wealth, to increase your investment portfolio, basically. Okay. All right, let's see. What can you expect from the full moon and new moon? So we got the new moon in Gemini and then the full moon in Sagittarius. What can you expect from this? Okay, so you got stay in integrity and the law of attraction. Again, so if you give conflict, you definitely invite conflict back. If you are always ready to pick a fight, that's what is going to be brought to you. If you are being reluctant to make peace, then it's going to be difficult for you to attract peaceful situations. This June 2025, as I said, like the lesson is really for you to learn to exercise self control instead of you jumping forward with your initial, also hearing hasty decisions. Allow yourself to stay in integrity. Allow yourself, also be very careful of temptation. Be very careful of temptation. Be very careful of doing the wrong things, being seduced to do the wrong things. Aside from your anger, aside from temper, aside from, quarrels and misconduct. There's something about misconduct and picking up with your workplace. Be very careful to not be tempted to do the wrong thing. Allow yourself to stay in integrity so that when the matters are tabled, you are not going to be found guilty. You're not going to be found, because even if you're in the right and you've said the wrong thing or you've carried out the wrong action, it basically casts shadows on your integrity and makes it difficult for anyone to even take your side or to even see the fairness. Because if you've done something you shouldn't have done, if you've behaved inappropriately, even if your behavior was in response or a reaction to to how you've been triggered, it's going to be very difficult for others to take your side. So allow yourself to stay in integrity so that if things boil over, you'll be justified because you didn't go seeking harm, you didn't go trying to be evil or be negative or be extra. There will be nothing for you to feel guilty about. Do you understand? There'll be nothing for you to feel guilty about. Your hands will be clean. There'll be nothing you can be accused of. So be very careful of that in June 2025. Also, again, watch the words you say. Watch the words you use. Watch the words you say when you're having this argument. Watch the words you say when you're having these conversations. Especially, and then watch the words you say to yourself. There's something about your tongue being a lot more powerful in June 2025, and you find like things manifesting very fast. So, especially when it starts seeing with you, the words you say, how you speak to yourself, is also going to influence the words you say to other people and how you speak to other people. If you are not one who would say negative words to yourself, then even if you are angered or even if you are triggered or even if you are irritated, it will take you a lot for you to say negative words to someone else. So be watchful of that. And then an emphasis from your higher self is what you say to others is what comes back to you. So whatever you don't want to happen to you, don't say it to others or don't wish it upon others. Okay, now let's move on to I kept on saying this affirmation deck. So let's see. What affirmations do you need? Okay. What affirmations do you need in June 2025 to help you stay grounded to what you should be doing, to what you should be blinded to, so that you can, there's just, it's what I'm just really saying is this energy of, if you're able to control your tongue, then you can easily step into the new level of abundance and wealth that spirit is trying to bring to you. This new level, this new path to wealth that is opening up for you, it's going to be very easy for you to step into it, but you need to control your tongue, you need to control your passion. Okay, so you got taking care of myself is a radical act of self-love. Don't forget at the beginning, also, it's like family is also going to ground you. Not sacrificing unnecessary time for work, not putting too much time into your work, ensuring you have a work-life balance is also going to help you show up as the best self in your work. Taking care of myself is a radical act of self-love. So this June 2025, from the words you say to yourself, from the conversations you engage in, from the events and experiences you lend your energy to, you lend your life force to, you lend your words to, choose everything with care, choose everything from a place of loving yourself. If something is not going to be an act of self love for you, if engaging in a conversation, engaging in a behavior, doing something unlawful, you know that it's not a way for you to show love unto yourself. So you can basically everything that comes your way in June 2025, from conversations to actions to decisions, weigh it against, is this going to be a way for me to show love to myself? If it's not, then take go away from it. That's just your simple way to, that's the simplest guideline for you to use in this June 2025. Weigh every decision, every action, every conversation against the fact that, does this take care of me? Is this a way for me to love myself? Is this an act of love for me? If it doesn't, then it automatically cancels out that action, that decision, that conversation, that behavior. Okay? All right, let's round this up, please. A mindful message for you at this time. What mindful message do you need? I think I'm going to give you a spirit animal. What mindful message you need to flow? And your card went flying over and across. Okay, so you got self appreciation. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself. Find a comfortable space and bring a pen and paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. Okay, so this is going to be very essential for you in this June 2025, especially like there's also something about you'll be easily more triggered because you are not, for some of you, like it's what I'm picking up is these triggering factors and conversations, it's going to come from a place of you feeling like you're doing so much and not being appreciated for it. The reason why you feel like that at first is because you yourself, you are not seeing yourself, you are not appreciating yourself. So being very deliberate, being very intentional about acknowledging yourself, about appreciating yourself, about appreciating your contributions, about appreciating and acknowledging what you bring to the table is going to make it, your threshold for reactivity is going to increase, it's going to go higher because now you've poured into yourself, now you've appreciated yourself, now you've loved upon yourself. So when people are trying to bring things towards you, your threshold for being, all right, darling. Welcome back. If you choose deck 4, the Amethyst deck, for your June 2025 monthly reading, let's go into it. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before leaving. And if this video resonated for you, leave a comment. Let me know. Like this video and let me know how it resonated for you. Okay? Alright, let's get into your reading. What do you need to know about your relationship with yourself in the month of June 2025? How are you being guided to grow and to self-reflect? Alright, so two cards out of the deck. You've got birds, freedom, and shapeshifter perspective. Interesting. Alright, my love. So this June 2025, I'm also picking up you might have air placement significant in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You don't have to be. It's just an energy I'm picking up. I'm picking up this very airy, communicative, expressive energy with you. And this June 2025, you're going to be needing to kind of like change your perspective, especially when you feel like things are not working out the way you want. Instead of you being bothered or being stressed about things not going as you planned or not proceeding as you planned, allow yourself to take a step back and really look at it like, okay, if this thing is not moving forward right now, is there something else I need to be doing, or is there something else I'm not saying about this situation? Is there another perspective I've not approached, or another perspective I've not given myself the opportunity to witness? Every time you take a step back, you are going to, what I'm being told to tell you is like every time you take a step back, you see something that was missing from the picture, you see something that was not included in the detail, you see something that you didn't have a preview of previously, and that's going to help you adjust. So it's like every time you hit an obstacle, it's because you're needing to readjust the way you're moving forward. You're needing to readjust your strategy. You're needing to readjust how you proceed. You're needing to readjust your goal, your basically your action plan. Okay, so this month of June 2025, we are going to be seeing a lot of birds as well. Birds are going to be coming around you, different types of birds. Also, to remind you of the fact that you are very free. You're very free to choose what you want to express. You're very free to express what you want to express. You're very free to express yourself as you want to express yourself. You don't have to limit yourself to how things have been done. You don't have to limit yourself to how you've always done things. You don't have to limit yourself to the expected, the standard, the rule of play, the playbook, the way things have always been done in your industry, in your life, in your family, how you've always showed up in your relationships. This is the time for you to shift. This is the time for you to try on a new identity. This June 2025, I'm still picking up the energy of you might have air placement significant in your chart. And for some of you, maybe you're Gemini, this is your solar return. It is time for you to move forward in a new way, in a new, more free, in a new, freer way, in a way that allows you to really be yourself, to not allow other people's expectations hold you back, to not allow other people's dictation hold you back, to not allow other people's mindset and limitations hold you back. This month of June 2025, you are being guided to allow yourself to be free as a bird, free to fly, free to explore, free to express, free to communicate, free to investigate, free to go after what arouses your excitement, what brings you joy, what makes you feel good, free to change your ways, free to change how you show up, free to change how you, the roles you've played in previously, free to change the identity you leverage, free to change how you relate to the world, how you relate to people, how you relate with your friends, your family, your partners. This June 2025, you're going to be given the opportunities to change, and those opportunities to change are going to, first of all, come with obstacles. You find out like you're trying to do something, then you hit an obstacle and you have to stop. Every time you stop, be grateful because it's an opportunity for you to change the way you've been doing things. It's an opportunity for you to change the way you are moving forward in that, to change your approach to that situation. Okay, let's move on. What do you know about your relationship with others? Don't forget, you're going to be seeing birds a lot of birds around you. You're also going to be hearing bird sound. I'm also seeing like birds figurine, birds like clay model, and just art pieces, modeled birds. Okay. So in your relationship with others, you got two cards as well: trickster, challenge, and water expression. Again, that energy I was picking up about you needing to express yourself, not holding yourself back to what other people expect from you, not limiting yourself to what people expect from you, but allowing yourself to change. Again, this is the trickster energy, and can use a shapeshifter both of them in flow, both of them. The trickster energy is someone that is pure Gemini energy. Your Gemini placement may be quite strong because that was the first thing I got as your cards came out. Okay, so this month of June 2025, you are going to need to allow yourself, you are going to need to respect and honor your need to change. This is not the month to try to be the same. This is not the month for you to do the same things you've always done. Stay the way you've always stayed. Express yourself. This is not the month for you to change. This is not the month for you to stay the same. This is the month for you to change your ways, change the way you express your emotions, change the way you communicate with others, change the way you share your ideas, change the way you share your thoughts, change your platforms, change your wardrobe. But the wardrobe that I'm being told to tell you to change is actually not your physical wardrobe as much, but your mental wardrobe, your psychological wardrobe, your emotional wardrobe, how you see yourself, how you see yourself in relationship with others. It's time for you to have a new elevated view of yourself. The way you've been seeing yourself needs to change. You need to allow yourself, you need to give yourself the freedom to be all of who you are without trying to restrict yourself to be like, oh, what will people think of me? What will they perceive of me? What will they think I'm up to? They will think I'm not trustworthy. They will think, no, this is not time for you to be filled with doubt. This is the time for you to charge boldly ahead, knowing that your new life awaits. Your new life is not going to come. Your new life is not matched to the old identity of yourself. That's why you're going to be needing to do a lot of change. Every time you hit an obstacle in June 2025, I want you to see it that that is your invitation to change things up, to switch things up, change your looks. If you're trying to for instance, if you're trying to do something and your devices are not cooperating, take a step back and go look at yourself in the mirror. Is there something you've not done? Have you worn what you really wanted to wear? Have you dressed up the way you really wanted to dress? If you're trying to order a food or you're trying to cook a meal and it's just not coming together, ask yourself, is this what you truly want to eat? Is this what you truly want to feast on? If you're trying to get in contact with someone and it's not happening, or you're trying to book an appointment and it's not happening, sit down and be clear to yourself and ask yourself, do I really want to talk to this person? What I want to say to this person, am I really ready to see what I want to say, or I'm just trying to hide beneath the modicum of, keeping things the same? You're being guided to change. You're being guided to walk your way through. And whatever challenges come up in your relationships, whenever challenges come up in how you feel, when you feel a lot more cranky, when you feel a lot more moody, it is an invitation for you to change your approach. It is an invitation for you that, okay, your body, the chemicals in your body, your hormones, your neurotransmitters, they are indicating that you should change. Okay? Especially, you're going to be seeing a lot more birds and hearing the sound of water. Some of you might have like dripping faucets, but you're going to be seeing the sound of, you're going to be hearing a lot more birds. You're going to be hearing a lot more twinkling bells. You're going to be hearing like bells ringing, bells twinkling, and you will not be able to place the source. So, birds, bells, and like I'm hearing like the gurgling sound of like a river flowing over a brook or like a brook. Those are just going to be like messages, auditory signals given to you in your 3D so that you can remember, like, oh shit, I'm meant to be changing. Every time you hear a bird, every time you see a bird, every time you hear the sound of a bell, you see a bell, you hear the sound of water, gurgling water, dripping faucet, it is your message that, okay, change. There's something you need to change in this situation. There's something you need to change in this expression. There's something you need to change in this conversation. There's something you need to change in this relationship. All your relationships, the way you show up in all your relationship needs to be upgraded. Your old identity is being killed off. Your old identity is being laid to rest. Your old identity is being laid to rest so that you can embrace. There's also something about you integrating your hidden shadows, you integrating your hidden identities, and letting all of yourself come to light, being seen for who you truly are, not wanting to conform yourself to how the industry has been doing or what your roles have been previously or how you've shown up in your relationships or in your family and your friendship. This is time for you to allow yourself to be seen as you truly are. Okay? All right, love, let's go on. What do you need to know about your love and relationships over the month of June 2025? Again, the bird. And you've got West, Podge. Okay, so there are old relationships that you need to let go of. These relationships are the ones that drain you, that keep you stuck, that the relationships that don't support your evolution, that are more comfortable with the old ways you've seen yourself, that are more comfortable with your old identity, that want you to stay small, that feel threatened because you are changing your life, that feel threatened because of your new moves, that feel threatened with your call for independence. It is time for you to purge those relationships and let them go. There's also something about you needing to live, needing to emotionally and psychologically detach yourself from old ways of living, old places in which you've lived, old places in which you've worked, old places in which you've related with others. For some of you, you're still being kept to like your high school days. Your mindset is still being kept to, oh, when my college friends see me, I don't want them to think of me this way. It is time for you to purge those relationships because the version of you they know now, they knew is no longer the version of you that is in existence now, and it's no longer the version of you that is trying to come to life. So you cannot keep on to those old relationships, old situationships, and still allow yourself to move into this new identity. And your new identity is not waiting for you. Your new identity is leaping forward, asking, can you see the birds, the outstretched? Can you see the energy in the cat? It's one of openness. It's one of outstretched arms, open to exploring, open to curiosity, open to trying new things, open to just having new ideas, discovering new things. Even the waterfall, can you see the open mountains? Can you see the spirals of energy? That is, your energy is very open right now to change. You're very ripe for change. All right. See, again, you got Eight of Cups. Choosing to walk away from what is no longer fulfilling. Choosing to walk away from relationships that are no longer fulfilling. Choosing to walk away from relationships that don't pour into you. Choosing to walk away from things because you cannot do everything. Not everybody can have you. Not everybody can understand you. Not everybody can see you. And that is fine. You don't have to force yourself down people's throats. You don't have to force certain people to see you in a certain light. You don't have to force certain people to accept you. You don't have to force yourself down anybody's throat. It is time for you to choose the relationships you want to honor. To choose the relationships that honor you, that pour into you, that cherish you, that support you, that nurture you, that truly see you, and allow yourself to dedicate more of your energy towards those relationships. Don't hold back this new identity of yours that is trying to emerge in June 2025 because you are afraid that the people who have known you, they'll find it difficult to understand this new version of you. They'll find it difficult to accept and understand this new expression of the way you are choosing to express yourself, of the demands you are placing on your relationship, on what you're asking for. Don't allow yourself to be held back to how these persons have seen you in the past. And allow yourself to move forward into your new life, into your new beginnings. For some of you, you are going to be needing to change your homes. You are going to be needing to change your workplaces. You've got Four of Swords. This is time for you to retreat and rest. And you've also got the Knight, Page of Pentacles. This is time for you to retreat and rest. Take your energy away from places and persons who are not able to fulfill your deepest desires, who are not able to fulfill your needs, who are not able to give to you what you give to them, who are not able to serve you the kind of meals you want to be served. Allow yourself to walk away, then you move to a place of rest so that you can plan for your new life. You cannot continue to invest your energy into the old and still have enough energy to plan for your new life, to prepare for your new life. There's a new beginning coming in for you. There's a new money making adventure. There's a new way for you to learn how to receive abundance. There's a new abundance journey that is opening up for you in the month of June 2025. And then at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of Wands. There's a new way you're needing to express yourself. There's a new project you need to work on. You need to create. There's a new platform you should be showcasing yourself on. That's going to be bringing you a lot more abundance than you've previously received. This is a new income stream that is about to open up for you. But you cannot open up to this income stream or follow or learn what you need to learn to manifest this income stream into your life by still staying stuck to your old identity, old persons, old places, old ways of being. Are you going to allow yourself to move forward, to refresh your identity, to purge what is no longer in alignment with you, and allow yourself to be taken to the place of new beginnings, to allow yourself to be taken to a place of retreating, a place of resting? Are you going to allow yourself to be taken to where you truly need to go to change and shape shift, to have a different perspective, to have a different perspective about abundance, to have a different experience of financial increase, to have a different experience of material abundance, to have a different experience of having more than enough, of having more than enough. What else do you need to know about this person you're walking away from? Thank you. So you got the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles. So this is you at this time, allowing your intuition, allowing your emotions guide you, letting your emotions and your intuition guide you into who you should be, where you should be, who you should be, the platforms you should be playing on, the people you should be working with, the kind of work you should be doing, what you should be giving your energy into. Because you've got the King of Pentacles here, you're about to step into the role of making a lot more, of being the one that has the most, of being the one that provides for others, of being the one that shares with others, of being the wealthiest version of yourself. But this wealthiest version of yourself is linked to your ability to trust your intuition, to trust your emotions, to allow yourself to be impartial, to allow yourself to really, really tap into impartial in the sense that you're not holding yourself back to people's expectations, you're not holding yourself back to people's excuses, you're not holding yourself back to people's inadequacies or their inability to experience life in a new way. Now you're allowing yourself to really, really express your intuition, express your emotions, express the power of your spiritual connection, express the power of your soul assignment. There's something about your soul purpose at this time that you're needing to move forward, and you guys are going to be saying 1717. Your soul purpose, you are moving into the next level of your soul assignment. And unfortunately, the people that knew you before, they are going to find it very difficult to understand this new way you're being guided to move. And you are already feeling that. That's why you're having trouble, and that's why you're also seeing this message to guide you in the month of June 2025, that don't hold yourself back to old ways of being. Don't hold yourself back to old stories. Don't hold yourself back to old timeline loops. Don't hold yourself back to old places in which you've previously been. But because those places, those persons, they can only see you as the lower version of yourself. You have evolved past that lower version of yourself. You're being taken to the role of being the High Priestess, someone who is very, very balanced in their emotions, in their intuition. Your spiritual connection is taken to the next level. You have access to information they don't have access to, and this information you have access to is what is going to help you manifest all the wealth and abundance and resources that you're trying to call into your life. That is what is going to help you to become the most abundant version of yourself. Okay? All right, darling. Let's move on. I feel like I've covered it already, but let's see. Is there anything else you need to know about your career and purpose? Is there anything else you need to know about your career and purpose in the month of June 2025? Thank you. All right, so you got this pass. Again, this is time for you to shed old identities. This is a time for you to allow your true light to shine fully. Whoever is triggered is not meant to be in your vicinity. Whoever is triggered by your light is not meant to be in your life. Whoever is triggered by your light, even if they were in your life previously, they can no longer adjust and conform and be comfortable to this version of you. But you can allow yourself to try to conform to their own expectations or their comfort level. This is the time for you to be all of who you need to be. So shake that tail of yours. You're going to be hearing a lot of bell sounds as well as cymbals. So shake that tail of yours, shed that old skin, and move forward into your new life. Move forward into your new life. Don't even try to be held back by any feeling of guilt or anybody guilt tripping you like, oh, why you not staying the same? Oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. No, they don't understand you because they are not supposed to understand you. The people that understand you are already waiting for you. They are waiting to pour into you. They are waiting to bless you. They are waiting to share the abundance with you, which is going to lead into you growing this. See, this your pentacles, yeah. This one pentacle you have, this you going from the page of pentacles, you are going to become the king of pentacles. And the only way you can do that is by allowing your true identity to shine through. This month of June 2025, a new income stream is opening up for you, and it will be very, very annoying. Your spirit guides are telling me to tell you that it will be very annoying if you don't take up this opportunity that is going to be presented to you, because it's going to force you and require you to step into a new version of yourself. So it's going to be very annoying if you miss out on this opportunity because you are trying to conform to other people's expectations of you. Okay. All right, let's move on. What messages do you have for the full moon and the new moon? Thank you. Your energy is very, very active. Prepare to do a lot more talking in a way you've never done before. Allowing yourself to speak for yourself and your desires, allowing yourself to express yourself fully. Okay, so you got the past again. The past, West, Purge, West, behind. The past is behind you. Allow yourself, again, can you see the snakes? Shedding of your skin, transmuting, transforming, shedding old identities, allowing yourself to go through your phases. Now you are no longer the version of you they knew previously. It's time for you to walk away from old identities. People who are not able to wrap their heads around the fact that you can change, you can evolve, that you are more than what they've always known you to be. It's time for you to leave those story loops behind and move into your new life. Shake your toe, feather. Shake your toe, feather. Face your fears. I didn't even see the next card. Face your fears. You are afraid of what is going to require. You are afraid of what it requires for you to walk away. You are afraid of being seen. Will you be accepted by the new persons? Will you have people who support you? Will you have people who surround you? Will you have people who truly point to you? Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you already have. Yes, it has all been prepared for you. You got strengthness. Yes, it has all been prepared for you. So don't allow yourself to stay back in fear. Don't allow yourself to hold back yourself back in fear. Don't allow yourself to be trembling with trepidation, like, oh, I don't know what's going to come. I don't know. Will they really see me? Will they really accept me? Will they really get me? When they think I'm too much? Whoever thinks you're too much, you are not for them. Whoever thinks you're too much, you are not for them. Okay? All right, moving on. So you got young moon, strength. You have the strength, inner strength within you to go after your dreams, to go after your new life, to go after this new income stream you want to manifest into your life. You have the strength within you to go after everything you want and to manifest everything you want. Don't allow old stories. That's just what I keep coming back. Don't allow old stories, old people, old relationships hold you back to an old version of yourself. This is time for you to charge forward. This is the young moon. The young moon is strength. This is time for you again. You have the strength within you. The new moon and the full moon will be bringing you the opportunity to really, really jump across timelines. This will give you the opportunity to really jump across timelines. You have the opportunity to charge forward with strength. You have the opportunity to face your fears. You have the opportunity to birth those new creative ideas to life. You have the opportunity to start that new business, to start that new venture, to go into that new career profession, to go into that new industry, to do your work at a different level, to be seen by a different audience. You have the strength within you to bring your dreams to life. And then lastly, you got moon dance celebration. I'm also being pulled to the fact that for some of you, for those of you that are single, expect like a union between you and your partner where you are the one, either take this as it resonates. If you're the female, you're the one who is going to be more connected with your intuition, and your partner is going to be bringing in the abundance to help to support your new dreams. If you're the male, you're the one who is going to be getting the more abundance to supply, and your person and your partner is going to be bringing you the intuitive wisdom to guide your new decisions and these new money adventures that are opening up for you. But either ways, You guys, you are receiving a new income stream. You are receiving you are receiving financial support that helps you to go after your biggest and your wildest dreams. That shows you that you are divinely supported. That shows you that you are divinely protected. That shows you that you are divinely provided for as you go after your wildest dreams. I'm having this energy of you guys. There are new creative projects you have been wanting to birth, but you keep on holding yourself back because you feel like, oh, do you really have the resources? Do you really have the support? Can you really do it? This is time for you to face your fears and go after what you really need to do. This is time for you to switch up your identity. Oof, your spirit guides want to whip you. They want to like whip you, especially like your ancestors. I'm saying something about them like smacking your butt, like pushing your head, like move forward, get going. All right, so there's a celebration happening here also. As I said, you're going to be hearing the sounds of bells, of cymbals, also jazz, flutes, a lot of just once you allow yourself to move past the fear of being seen, of being accepted, of being validated. I want you to allow yourself to move past that fear. You step into your new life, your new audience, your new community, your new tribe, and your new reality, basically. And there's a celebration that you should be expecting in this month of June 2025. There's something about you and your partner, almost like them both of you coming together, maybe you'll be attending a lot more parties. So there's going to be an instance in this June 2025 where you and your partner are actually going to stand together, dance together, and renew your vows under the full moon. I'm picking up that energy of under the full moon. There's something about both of you just recommitting to supporting yourself because you then realize that you actually have who you need already in your life. You don't need all the other persons. You already have the support, you already have the resources to go after your biggest dreams. Okay? All right, my darling. Let's finish up your reading. Let me give you a mudra to support your healing and to help you stay grounded to what is manifesting for you in the month of June 2025. What mudra can help you and also guide you and support you? What healing advice do you need for this June 2025? All right. Ooh. Again, see, with the Four of Wands, with the Four of Swords, which is retreat, rest, so that you can prepare for your new journey. Because this new life, you're going to be quite busy. You're going to be quite busy. So you cannot even allow yourself to waste energy on trying to keep maintaining modicum of the past. Okay. All right, so you got the relax mudra, relax, and savito mudra. So let me show you the mudras first. Relax mudra, let it flow. So make this mudra while I read what's behind for you. Overtension costs energy. This mudra can help. Firstly, you play puppet on a string. Imagine your arms and legs have strings attached, which are operated from above. Raise your arms and legs, and while breathing out, you slowly and gently sink to the ground like a limp marionette. Then you let yourself be pulled up again, then you collapse again. Repeat this several times. Now perform the mudra either in a sitting position or lying down. While you're forming it, breathe out several times, long and deeply, while gentle waves wash around you and carry your superfluous tension out onto the sea. Soft, warm water relaxes and caresses me. Imagine that you're under this waterfall and it's washing away the tension, it's washing away the anxiety, it's washing away the fears, it's washing away the stress of being seen, of being accepted, of being supported. All the financial fears you have, they are being washed away under this waterfall. Relax. Okay? Get the relaxed mudra, let it flow. Your intuitive powers, even if you're male or female, your intuitive energies, your ability to tap into your intuition, to be guided without having a logical proof or logical clue is going to be stronger in June 2025. Okay, and lastly, you got melancholia. Keep going. Melancholia, keep going. This is Savito Mudra. It's from China. It's called the Se Mudra. It helps to deal with despondency, melancholia, and depression. Take a deep breath of fresh air. drink a lot of water, and stretch your arms wide. And you guys will be seeing a lot of twos, a lot of fours, a lot of sixes, a lot of ones, a lot of sevens, because you are being reminded that there's union, there's stability coming from your union that supports your wildest dream, that supports the new life, that supports your new routine, that supports the new life that you're trying to call into your life. Your union supports your new life. You don't have to worry about being seen or being supported. You already have the support you need for this to birth this new reality of yours into existence. Take a deep breath of fresh air, drink a lot of water, and stretch your arms wide and high. Clap your hands, and only then form the mudra. Savitar is the cosmic power behind the sun. In other words, it is the inexpressible reality. This is the solar chakra emphasis. Allowing yourself to be confident in your expression, allowing yourself to be confident in who you are, allowing yourself to be confident in your authority. Savitar is a cosmic power, allowing yourself to be confident with your communication. Be confident in your light. It is the inexpressible reality which inspires, carries, and guides the universe and everything in it. It is dawn. Slowly, the sun rises. Actually, I'm recording this message at dawn for you. And can you hear the birds chirping outside my window? Everything, there's no coincidence, my love. If you chose deck 4, if this is resonating, let me know. Okay? Leave a comment and like this video and subscribe if you're not subscribed. All right, let's finish up here already. It is dawn. Slowly, the sun rises above the horizon, spreading light and more light until the new day is fully born. You too can now make a fresh start. Make sure you take a lot of walks. Try to walk a lot in the forest. Do a lot of, again, forest forest meditation. Do a lot of walks in the forest. There's something about you needing to ground. Your ability to ground is going to remind you of how protected you are, how secure you are, how provided for you are already. You already have oxygen to breathe, you have water to drink, you can move, you can walk, you can see, you can talk, you can feel. You have everything you need. So don't try to feel like there's any scarcity mindset that's stopping you from leaping and going after your biggest, wildest dreams. Okay? You too can now make a fresh start. His brilliance illuminates my spirit, warms my heart, and shows me the way of his heavenly to the. Let's start that again. His brilliance illuminates my spirit, warms my heart, and shows me the way to his heavenly home of joy. Okay, this is a mudra. Make the mudra like about to punch fear in the face, like boom, boom. All right, deck 4. If you chose deck 4, that was your reading. That's what you need to know for the month of June 2025. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description. If this video resonated with you, make sure you leave a comment, like, and share this video with your friends so that they can also be prepared for June 2025. I love you. Ciao. And subscribe if you've not subscribed.